What's up, guys? This is Bill with MaddenProdigy.com. This week's free tip, we're going to be taking a look at a play out of our up and coming, due to be released probably later this week, New England Patriot playbook. And the play that we're going to be focusing on is comeback Z-post. And this is a part of a 5-play scheme out of the normal wing pats formation that is in our playbook. We're going to show you one play out of this for free, and the play is comeback Z post. And as most of you know that have either purchased any of our offensive guides or even our film room, every formation that we put in our ebooks as a formation scheme, we run those online. Only that formation, no other plays, just all plays from that formation, regardless if the play's on the goal line, if it's on the 20-yard line, anywhere on the field. That's the only plays that we run. We have to win at least 3 games with this formation and successfully be able to push the ball down the field, or we don't consider it a formation scheme. We do this because we want to make sure that everything is legit online. We also do this basically just to make sure that we can take any formation and be able to use it at any time and score points and play against good opponents and win ball games with these schemes. If there's a formation that doesn't have a lot of plays, that has 1 or 2 good money plays, we usually won't make a scheme out of that, but we'll make note of the money plays and we'll put them in another section of our ebook for notable plays, like 3rd down and 10 plays, 2nd and 20. Excuse me, whatever the situation might be. But this formation actually is a good formation scheme. Excuse me, I have a cold this week. So we're going to take a look at comeback Z-post. We're going to run this against random plays. First thing that we notice is the right side route. That route's pretty well money against a lot of different defenses. Anytime we see loose coverage, though, we're going to make an adjustment. We're going to put the outside left receiver. If we're on the left side or the middle of the field, we're going to put him on a deep out, and that's going to be our number 1 read, but we're going to have a lot of other options. That will pretty much always be open, especially if you're always on the left side of the field. Now we have tight coverage, it pretty much tells us that it's covered either cover 2 zone or 2-man under. Now, one of the adjustments we make when we see that is we put the halfback on a wheel. Our first read actually is going to be the left receiver on the comeback route. If that route is bumped at the line of scrimmage, we're going to know that it's cover 2 zone. And if it's cover 2 zone, that bent streak will be wide open over the middle. If not, we're going to look back to the O receiver, and the O receiver or even the halfback will be open against man coverage. Which is man coverage. That time we decided we're going to hit the halfback for a gain of about 7 or 8 yards. We got loose coverage again, so we're going to do that, make that adjustment. Our main 2 reads is the left side of the field, either the deep out, which will pretty much always be open, or even the streak. This time we have a cover 6 look, and we kind of like to play things, make adjustments on the fly. If we ever see that, it's usually a dead giveaway. It could be either 3 defenses. Number 1 is cover 6. 90% of the time, if you see that look where you have 1 DB low and 1 high, unless your opponent just adjusts and makes that adjustment manually, there's a good chance it's going to be cover 6. Either that or it's going to be a DB blitz, or sometimes a cover 4 will actually have a DB drop down like that, but most of the time it's going to be cover 6. If we ever see that look, that's the adjustment we're going to make, because as soon as he breaks that bump, the O receiver should get wide open. And that time it wasn't cover 6, but he'll still be open. Okay, this time we got tight coverage again. So once again, the only adjustment that we're going to make is putting the halfback on the wheel. We noticed the guy's bumped. We could hit the streak, but we decided to hit the outside right receiver. This time it's pretty obvious we got a zone or some kind of blitz. So, you know, that's usually pretty obvious there. Once again, same thing. Oops, and we got picked that time, but anyways, tight coverage again. Wheel the halfback. Watch the left side receiver. If he's bumped, that streak's going to be wide open. If not, either the comeback or the O route's going to be open. No safeties over the top. You can usually lob that up. Now let's take a look against loose coverage on the right side of the field. Number one, you got the tight end. Against zone, he's usually going to be open. I got tight coverage again, so let's again make one adjustment. Your two reads. First, the left outside receiver. He's not bumped. The O receiver will be open. Or the comeback, or the wheel route. Once again, the stupid computer's picking a goal line formation, so we're going to lob it up. Same thing, you know, pretty much anytime you don't see any deep safety help, most of the time you can lob up a deep pass, especially if you have speed. That time I would have bulleted it to him, but I didn't. Anyways, we got loose coverage here again. This time we're going to concentrate on the right side of the field. We know that we got the left side open. That'll always be there. Again, we got the tight end. Time took a sack. That was my bad. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tip. This is a good money play once you learn to make the reads, the correct reads. Also wanted to let you know, this playbook is probably going to be our last PS3 or 360 offensive guide. You know, not for the year by any means. We're going to do several more, but we're going to work on the PS4 and Xbox One console. Depending on how much stuff carries over, you know, if the game's totally the same and if all the plays and everything carry over, then we're just going to go ahead and keep going with the PS3 consoles. But we're also going to be building playbooks and defensive guides for Xbox One and PS4 too, but we need to find out how much stuff carries over. Also in the works that we have that we're labbing right now, our next defensive book is going to be the 3-4. The reason why we're doing the 3-4 is it does a really, really good job of stopping the run. That's important this year since defense sucks so bad, you know, especially when it comes to passing. Another thing that we like about the 3-4 is the ability to trick people into throwing interceptions. It's really good at that, and it's got some good heat behind it too. It's one of the probably the most underrated playbook this year based on the defense that Madden has provided us this year. The lack of defense, I should say. Anyways, that'll be up next. I hope you guys enjoyed this tip. If you'd like to pre-order the New England Guide, it should be completed either later this week or possibly early next week. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of time. It's loaded with online footage, all the formations. We'll have formation overviews, text breakdowns, and video with voiceover breakdowns. Enjoy.